Hey there, Jets fans. Well, it took a while, but the Jets have officially finished their putting together their 2019 coaching staff, and obviously a handful of interesting notes about the coaching staff. Adam Gase opting to hire his father-in-law, Joe Vitt, as an assistant. Blake Williams, Greg Williams, the defensive coordinator's son, also on the staff. A few interesting notes here. Vitt, first of all, one reason to be concerned here. Vitt was the interim coach during the whole Bountygate scandal down in New Orleans in 2012, and Greg Williams obviously wrapped up in that as well. And Williams wound up getting suspended the whole year. Vitt suspended for 6 games, but then was the interim coach when he came back. And actually, during that whole thing, when the two were testifying in front of the NFL committees and everything, Vitt accused Williams of lying in his testimony. So could be some interesting tension on the staff there. Definitely something to watch and maybe worry about a bit, how those two will work on the staff together. And then, of course, there's just the family angle. I mean, could it potentially be awkward for Gase to work with his father-in-law, Vitt? They were on staff in Miami the last 2 years together, so there's some experience there. Same with Greg Williams and his son Blake Williams. They've been together for, I believe it's about 9 seasons at this point, but still obviously some interesting dynamics there, especially with Blake Williams working as well for Adam Gase, who has his father. There's a lot of interconnected family stuff there that could be interesting. And Blake Williams, there's been stories over the years too about him kind of rubbing folks the wrong way. And then the third thing that Jets fans, maybe should keep an eye on with this coaching staff, maybe a little bit of reason for worry, is just a bunch of Dolphins holdovers coming out over on the staff. I believe it's 4 or 5 off the top of my head here. There's 4 or 5 coming up from Miami assistant coaches. And so you just have to wonder if Adam Gase, if he's learned his lessons from his time down there, just why he picked the guys he did, who came over, how they're going to fit in, if they've learned their own lessons from the failures down in Miami. So just a handful of things there, on top of the fact that, a few weeks ago we already discussed kind of the interesting dynamic between Gase and Williams. Williams obviously a brash, outspoken guy. He's kind of been hired to be the head coach of the defense, as Gase has put it. So you have to wonder if those two will clash at any point this season. So just a lot of interesting dynamics developing within this Jets coaching staff as we move forward into 2019.